Hello guys, so I got a lot of people inquiring about how I created the video I shared last week. And we were asking what app did you use and everything. So I decided this week I'm going to do a video to demonstrate how I created that using the mobile video editing app. So this is KineMaster. I hope that's the right way to pronounce it, so we're just going to call it KineMaster. So I've used different mobile video editing app, and I think that this is the most robust of them all. Let me say, of all the ones I've used so far, it's very good. I mean, it allows you to do a whole lot of stuff, and I've been using it a lot to make videos when I feel lazy to go to the laptop to use Premiere Pro. So this is KineMaster, right? And when you're here, the first thing you want to do is you create your project. You tap this button and you select what kind of project you want to create. Is it 16:9 aspect ratio project, or this 9:16? That's if you want to make something for a story, Insta story and stuff like that, or a square ratio video. So you select the one you want to do. Now I'm just going to take us through. I'm just going to show us that particular one I did, and then we'll try to get through how I created it. So this is it. Actually, the idea was for me to create a video for my Insta story, strictly for Insta story. So you'd see I tagged it story sessions, and well, along the line, when I finished making it, I thought, why should this be only for Insta story? Let me share it, right? But I was still reluctant. Anyway, so this is what the interface looks like. So you see what I was talking about. The app allows you to do a whole lot of stuff. So you can see I tap here and it reveals all the layers. Here I have a lot of layers. I think I have up to 10 layers. I have up to 10 different layers, and that's very beautiful because the ability to bring in text at different points, you see how the text were playing out at different points, even when other ones were there. So it's possible because of the various layers that are there, so you can create as many layers as possible. By the way, let me know that I'm using the paid version, so I think the only restriction between the free and the paid one is the watermark. It leaves there. I don't know of any other restriction, but I think it's just the watermark. If that's the case, then that means you can do as much as you want, and if you don't mind having the watermark, you still have your video out there, right? Okay, so this is it. Now what I did was so you have these buttons here at the right corner. The media button allows you to import a video or picture, which serves as your first layer, the main layer, right? And you have to have something there before you can start doing whatever you need to do. So what I did was that I have this black graphic. It's just a plain black image, right? So I use it to form the background layer of my project. Whenever I want to work with different things I want to bring in at different times, so I just put that as the background layer. Then I have other things on it, so I just imported that. I have it in one of the folders in my phone. So I just import it, right, and I put it there. Then I can now bring in other things and layer them on it. So this particular thing you're seeing, this one is it's an image I created on Canva and saved it. Then I brought it here, right? So I could just use it as my I could use it as the background for my text, because that's like all the things I do, I like them to have this kind of background for branding purpose. All right, so having done that, the first thing I did was to record the audio. So okay, I was explaining these buttons. So this media, you can import a video or a picture as a main background layer. Then this other layer is when you want to add all the extra layers after you have your main background layer, you use this button to add those layers. You can add a picture or a video, which is how I got this one here. So it's a picture layer and it's just on the main layer. I had to stretch it to cover. Then you can also add effects. There are different effects you can get on from the application. You can get more if you have the premium version. You can have different effects and add them to it. Okay, then the other thing you can add your text. Okay, overlay and all of those things. You can add your text. This is how I add the text. You type in whatever you want, you okay it, and it comes up and you arrange it however you want. So you can see I have a lot of text here. So that's how I got that. All right, so yeah, then you have there is this audio button. You can add music to your work. So if you see, I have a background music here, right? And this is from the app. This music is from the app. So you see music assets. Yeah, the app gives you different ones, and you can get more from the store. This button here is the store to get more music, and if you have the premium version, everything you're getting is free, right? So you can add a background music. You can as well import a music from your phone, right? So you go to songs. You can import any song from your phone and use it as your background music. And when you have your background music, you can manipulate the volume of your background music, like bring it low so it doesn't affect the main audio you have in your video, right? Okay, so then there is this voice button. The voice button is where you can record an audio directly into the project from the application, and that was what I did exactly. If you look at this audio, all of these audio files you have here, audio layers you have here, I recorded them straight into the project. Great. All right, so let me try creating this all over. So I go here, I select the 916. All right, so I have this now. I need to add the main background layer before I can do anything. So I look for my empty black background. And then I stretch it to increase the time of the project, the overall time of the project. You can reduce it and stretch as much as you want. You can reduce all of this so you see everything at a glance. Yep, so that was the first thing I did. Now the other thing I did, like I said, I had to bring in my layer, my branded layer, so that my branded background, so that everything will will align with what all my other videos I've been making. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yes, so I stretch it to fit the screen, and there we go. Then I expand the duration because I want it as long as the video lasts, and so we go. So then I had a short script, a small script I wrote on my laptop. So I was looking at it and I recorded the voice. It was an explainer video, so I was talking about different kinds of learners. So what I just did was I hit the voice button and I clicked on the start, and then I started saying all the things I said. Okay, so you press the start button and you record whatever it is you want to say. So basically I had a script. I just explained with the script guided me, so I just explained, went straight to the point and explained because I wanted the video to be quite short and straightforward. Then when I was done recording, I pressed the stop button. Okay, it didn't save because they said the recording was too short. I guess you have to have up to a minute of recording if you're recording here straight. Well, if you want to do something less than 1 minute, I suggest that you can just record it directly with your phone voice recorder and import it into the app. So that's another option. Alright, so what I did after recording that audio was I began to play it, right? So that at each point, whatever it was saying, I added the text, right? So I began to play it, and at each point, I added text that represented what was being said at that point. That's why I did the audio first, so I could follow the audio and flow with it, so that my text will flow with it. Now, basically, what you do is at each point, you just click on the text, click on, yeah, and then you add your text. Okay. See, so you have your text. You can adjust it in any way you like, right? You can change the font, and okay, has this shadow. You can take it off and change the color. Okay, so this is my color. Yeah, I picked that. And then yeah, the other beautiful thing is you can add animations. So you have the in animation. The in animation is how how your text would come in. So you have different animations, you see, and of course you have the duration of the animation. You want it short, right? So you have different animations you can add to your text. And it doesn't only apply to text, it applies to any layer at all that you add to the video. You can add these animations. So it could be a picture, it could also be a video. You can add any of these animations, right? So you have it. You have the for text, you have the letter by letter. Yeah, you can reduce the speed, you can increase the speed however you want it, right? So, and then you can stretch your text so it lasts for as long as you want it on the screen, right? So you see what we have, some kind of learners. Then if you want to bring in other text while this one is still on the screen, you still get back to your layer button and click on the text and type whatever. So then you still come and you adjust, right? You can change the color of the text. Then I like taking off this shadow, I don't need it. Adjust it. Yeah, you can let it come in however, whenever you want, last as long as you want. You give it an in animation, how do you want it to come in? Okay, then you can also add an animation for while it's overall animation. Do you want it to be animating when it's there on the screen? I don't want that, so I don't use that. Then you can have your out animation. How do you want it to go off? How do you want it to go off? So you must have noticed I had those kind of animations, right? You see that? Can make it last longer, of course. Yeah, so you add your animations. So that's basically it. This is how I added all the text I had on the screen, and I brought them in at different points and in different ways, added different animations to them. So you can basically do this. You can duplicate this particular text, duplicate, and so you don't, if you want all your text to behave the same way, so you don't go and start creating again from the scratch. So you just duplicate and then adjust the one you duplicated to whatever point you want it to come in, and all you just now need to do is go back and change what it is, what it's saying, right? So you just go and change what it's saying, so it has all the same formatting as the other one. That's what I did actually, so I didn't have to keep changing the color, the font size, the font type and everything. I was always just duplicating. So when it was the point to talk about auditory learners, I just duplicated this one. I took it to that point where auditory learners started, where I started talking about auditory learners, and I let it come in there, and the same animation, the same fonts. I just changed what it was saying, right? Save my time and maintain uniformity. That was it. So, and everything will just be the same, right? Basically. Now, so this was just what I did. Very simple, very easy, though it could be stressful because of trying to adjust everything, to come in at the right time and all of that. It will be way easier to do that on a system. You just use your mouse and you cut, you click, you adjust very easily. But using a mobile phone, you have to keep dragging and try to have precision and all of that. But it's quite it's interesting because you get to do a lot, achieve a lot with your phone, right? You do a whole lot with your phone. So is there any other thing I'm missing? Basically no, I think this is it. Now the other, this is basically what it is. So for other things you can do with KineMaster, there is a lot. You can create a picture slide. That's very nice. You can create a picture slide, and let's say you want to have something like this, so you can create your picture slide, bring in the pictures. So let's say you bring in your pictures. Oh my okay, don't mind my food pictures. Alright, so let's just play around some things. Alright, so you can bring in your pictures and create a picture slide very easily. So you see it gives it an automatic animation, right? And you can add your transition. You have different transitions, right? Let's even use some of the classic transitions. So fade through, or let's use crossfade here. So you can add transitions, right? You add an audio in the background. Let's go to music, assets, try this. Okay, let's add that. So now this is one way you can adjust your layers if you want to move them. Of course you can compress them or extend them. So then for instance, now I want to reduce the volume of this or this sound I added. I just come here and I adjust it, and that's it. So there are a lot of things you can do if you want to trim or split a particular layer. You just look at the option here. You have the scissors, so you can split at playhead, you can trim to the left, split at playhead. This is what it does. Or you can trim to the left, you see it reduced it from the right, sorry. Or you can trim to the left. You see what it did there? It cuts off the part from the left. So you can do a whole lot of stuff on this particular app. It's great. It's amazing. You can do a whole lot of stuff on it. So you can add more animations and other things. So you can also crop a particular video. So let's say you want to have let me try to layer some things on another, right? Let me add another layer. So let's say I have this video. let's say I have this video and I want it to show in a corner, wherever, right? While this other one is.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I am bringing you to.
You see, so you can achieve a whole lot of stuff. I mean, you can put in different videos, you can layer different videos side by side. Yeah, all you just have to do is make sure the videos, the aspect ratios of the videos, you can crop. Anyway, you can crop the aspect, you can crop the videos. For instance, this particular video, I can crop it. Forgotten how I did that. I think it's cropping. Okay, yeah, so let's try and achieve that. Okay, crop here. So you see, you can do this to the video, right? Okay, and look at what you have now. And you can stretch this. You see? Put it aside. So even if it wasn't, it didn't match your aspect ratio, you can crop it. So you can align it however you want. So perhaps if I wanted to have a video like this and maybe have another video here, so I could just achieve that, right? Because I've removed the extra parts from it. So there's just a whole lot of stuff you can do on the app, right? So back to where we started. This is what I did. The different text coming in at different points, right? Different text coming in at different points, and I just basically duplicated and changed what the text was saying. Yeah, so bringing them in. Yep, that's it. Till the clip ended. Yeah. So you can use this to create lyrical videos and all of those things. Whatever it is you want to do, you want to achieve, you can do it that way. Alright, so I hope I've been able to help someone. Yeah, show you around KineMaster and how you can get some things done. So if there's any other thing you still want to find out how to achieve using this app, please drop a question in the comments, so I'll be able to answer them. And maybe I'll do a more detailed video on showing you your way around KineMaster. I don't know, but let's enjoy this one for now. Thank you.